And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
2nd and 9 now. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught by Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it. Here we go. 99. Check 99.
Here's Breida. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. 55.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Jim. Watch out. 5 wide. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Pilot, 64, weak. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that's complete to Brown. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Push him back.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Brown. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A.J. Brown, 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22. Yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Back's mine, back's mine. Here we go.
From the 41, Allen. And the grab by Croft. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Coleman now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 49, 49, got it. 49. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. What? We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Boom. He's coming. Double up, double up.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Allen will try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
319. Under 10. 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's caught by Beasley. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Allen taking it himself. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
52's the mark.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 52. I'm coming.
Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen now to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but now it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They will run with Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill.
And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final.
I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and